We'll start building up gold. We want spaceflight pioneers for purchasing spaceship parts. That'll be our win condition, I think. So we move to, I guess we move to New York. Funnel all our production into the capital. Iron and gold return from William ended. Maybe we can get some more. Okay. Question is, do we... I don't know how far away from the end of the game we are yet. We've only got 4 scientists. We get 1 in 4 turns and then 1 closely after that. We probably can do some waiting for a while. Just trying to think about when we need to really bold for victory. But we've got several ticks away yet. In fact, let's count. We probably don't need to bold until we get to electronics or something. We've still got Oxford and the rationalism finisher too. Gold from Shaka ended, that's fine. We'll save this writer for after we've golden aged. I get booted out, good. We need to send hammers somewhere. I guess we'll send it to Philadelphia, has the most hammers, so we'll kind of just piggyback on the end of that. Actually sell more horses to Shaka. Maybe Theodora will give me a better deal. Probably don't need to shop around quite this much this late in the game, but there's some specialist slots to be worked there, but I guess we'll grow a bit first. We'll stagnate Washington as well, I guess, in 3 turns. No need to grow too much. So dynamite, we'll take railroad next, and then we can get to work on the railroad. Okay. Probably stagnation time. So let's see what we can get. Do that. Probably work the windmill slot. Yeah, we've still got 1.15, so we can even maybe work a bank here. We're going to starve in 62 turns, so that's perfectly fine. Okay. And we're up to 57.6 production, but we've still got a factory to come in. The city only ever made it up to 59, which is really, really lame. But at least over here in Philadelphia, we're going to get something good. At least railroads will help boost it a little bit. 200 gold for copper. Sure. Keep stacking the gold. Get a Big Ben. That's nice. So we're going to make our spaceship parts cheaper now. That might prove really useful to us in the end game. Don't know if we still need to grow this city. So let's stop. And let's just work specialists. Can. Now we get that in the market slot. It's more hammers. We've actually still got plenty more we can convert to hammers, but we don't actually have any hammers to work. We don't have a factory, but when we get the factory, we'll do the rest. Okay. In the capital. Don't know if the Musicians Guild will help us. Let's pre-build. Let's get a stock exchange. We don't need the military academy. So I think this is time to start spamming units now. So we get a Great War Bomber. Build the stock exchange. Don't need anything else. Great War Bomber. So this is really what you want to do, and it's especially important to do this in multiplayer, although we are playing single player right now. Technically, once you finish your labs, what you want to be doing is absolutely spamming military right as soon as you finished your labs, and that's just because you need to have more military units than your opponent. And so by starting to spam, man, this is getting really expensive. I don't know why I'm doing this, because I can sell it to someone else, can't I? Yeah, there we go. Sejong likes me a lot more. You do really want to spam military units once you finish your labs, and that's just because once you've got to labs, you're sort of working maximal science. You want to stagnate after that because there can't be too many more turns left in the game. You want to go full production, go full military, and that's going to allow you to stand up for people doing timing pushes on things like Great War Bombers or anything else like that. You want to absolutely spam the military. Now, we didn't do that after we built labs because we got labs on a ludicrously fast timing. Don't need that anymore. But you do want to protect yourself. And so part of why we didn't spam units was because we went and got volunteer army and all of this infantry. And that allowed us to get some units even though we aren't building them, which proves quite valuable for us. Okay. Our capital appears to be at absolute max. We should have been working that long ago. But let's try and switch over some other stuff. Although I don't think there's much to switch over apart from that. Probably just need to convert. I mean, maybe we want more gold now. This doesn't need to be there anymore. I mean, one hammer is a bit lame. Let's take 3. Yeah, we're working all of our best tiles right now. We're plus 10 food, but then we're sending a couple of trader routes to the capital, so we'll fix that. Yes. I think we've got scientists garrisoned almost everywhere. We don't need to really have the artist garrisoned. Scientists is more important. And we've got 1 turn until we can build all of our railroads. So we've got 2 artists up now. When's our next artist? So the next artist is in 14 turns, which means that we can get a 27 turn golden age right now, and that could carry us until the end of the game. We've also got 1 writer, and I bet we're going to get another one, not too distant future, no? 19 turns is a bit far away. I guess we'll take... I'm not ready to take the free finisher in rationalism yet. We'll probably want to save it for something like nanotech. So what we'll do instead is we can take either spaceflight pioneers, probably the safest bet, although actually no, we could take mercantilism. Yeah, it's 12 turns to the next policy. Hopefully that won't come back to bite us. Okay, with this has grown so we can stagnate here now too. All of these 4 food, 1 hammer tiles are quite nice, but I don't think we particularly need them. And let's just keep that. Can we unwork those 2? We can go get some more, I guess, gold. One of these, there's going to be something, yeah, like this is rubbish. We can just switch that for stock exchange. Yeah, we're not going to generate anything too fast. We can even take this one off. Just work hammers for a starve, but that's a 78 turn starve, so that's okay. So we're stagnating there now. We'll go get electronics for atomic theory. And we're maxing out at 82.3 when building a Great War Bomber, which is fine. We can even get a caravan out after that. But there's no point in getting the GWB up yet because we're not at war. Okay, so we're sort of moving towards our max science now of 1102. We're stagnating pretty much everything that we can. And I really should have sent a worker over there to get a lumber mill in, but we're waiting for railroads. In fact, we've got them available now. So all of our workers can start building those. Good. And let me just look around and see what we can do here in the end game. There's no more culture to be had, which is a shame because this is 12 turns. I might even have just cost myself the rationalism finisher by taking mercantilism. But I mean, when the next writer comes, no, the next 2 writers are going to bulb us all the way to the end, so I'm not really worried about that. And in fact, we're going to go for golden age now. This game could be over within 27 turns, so we're just going to fire our way to our golden age. And we need to send more hammers, probably to Philadelphia. So I'm going to send this to Washington. Yeah, lots of deals ended. Need to see what we can do. Shaka doesn't want to give me a good deal for aluminium anymore, and actually I don't want to sell him any. What's this cocoa? Silver. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I want to do that. We need to keep the aluminium. Yeah, we've got a stock exchange. We want probably the... I mean, we've got so much happiness. We don't need to build that zoo, but things can turn around in the blink of an eye with East India first, maybe. Oxford's down to 1 turn now. We don't need the culture from a musicians guild, but we never know. Okay, well, we're pretty much maxed on science. We are stagnating everywhere we can. We're certainly working on the slots everywhere we can. Ah, I said when this factory finished we'd work those slots, but the factory hasn't finished yet. In here, though, can work a factory. Okay, nice. I mean, we can probably avoid the stagnation by building a couple of workboats. I mean, that's just going to be massive overflow, so maybe we'll do that. Okay. Don't really... Probably need to start bulbing soon. Now, with 71 faith per turn, it's unlikely. We might get... I mean, if we can get another 1,000 faith, which we can, and we can probably purchase 3 scientists. But if we're going to do that, we definitely want to bulb our way to... There's a research agreement, wow. I suppose we can get another one. I mean, 25 turns, I don't know if we're going to be here in 25 turns, maybe. Get anti-land with the bomber. Anti-land's most useful for us just because I think we're going to go for a science victory, which means we want to defend and not attack. And so we're definitely going to want anti-land for that. And we get another GWB here. I think another one there. No, we don't have anything useful to build. Great War Bombers. Okay. And we want to get to satellites pretty fast. And atomic theory is not going to be any good for us because we're not planning on war. Okay, we need to get some more railroads down. Does this mean this has got a railroad connection? Yes, and we've got more hammers for it. Railroad connection here, so we'll get more hammers for that. Let's go and get this railroad up now. Did we just get... Oh, yeah, we got another scientist bumped out of the city. We'll get some railroads up everywhere so we can maximise our production. We'll see what bumped that scientist out in a bit. Yeah, well, we stop stagnating there now. Definitely want to get that up. Still not sure why that got bumped out. That's the caravan that needs sending to Philadelphia. Okay, we'll get the scientists back in the city now. What to do with this worker? Not really much to do, actually. I mean, we'll wait. Never know what you're going to need the worker for. Probably should delete it, but... Okay, turn 1. So we probably think that we might need to have one more go at a research agreement. I'm surprised that Theodore accepted that. Because we're doing really, really well in science. But okay. We'll wait a couple of turns before bulbing these scientists. And then we're just going to make sure we get straight to Hubble Space Telescope in the Apollo program. I guess we'll hard build Hubble because we've got a good chance of being able to purchase a third scientist. What we need to do is make sure we get enough GPT up. Okay. Finish these railroads. Put a mine. In case that's the uranium, I guess. Still starving, but that's very inconsequential. Yeah, we need some gold. Need some gold. And we can't get gold from anywhere apart from here. So it's good that I'm building a bank. But we'll be okay. I don't think we have to buy any more than 2 parts in the end game. We're actually finishing a stock exchange in Boston too, so that's going to be a nice healthy boost on top of that 30 GPT. It's to 137. Another research agreement goes down, and that'll be the one with William. We'll see if we can get another one, because we might be here in another 25 turns.
Yeah.
Although I'm certainly not planning on it. Okay, good. We're paying Shaka for some silk. I'll rebase that to New York. Probably a bit risky, keeping all my bombers in one place. But we don't expect to get nuked. Usually, you would try and keep your bombers kind of spread out, where you don't... You know, if you don't need to keep them all in one place, definitely keep them spread out. That's just trying to check to see if we've got a graphical glitch here, or whether or not we've actually forgotten to finish the railroad. No, we've just got a graphical glitch. That's fine. And let's continue building bombers. We're going to need some anti-air soon. Washington's finished the barracks. We'll get the armory. And here we finished the stock exchange, and we've got our armory, so we're going to go for more bombers. We'll fill our entire aluminium oil allowance up with bombers, and we'll vote for ideology freedom. We might get it through. Don't like the look of standing army tax though. So these workers, they're not really doing a lot. Yeah, they're not really doing a lot. Let's at least delete the city-state one. It's over here, is it? Yeah, Quebec. Okay. We'll just sleep them. And we'll keep working through this. Give it... I guess we'll bowl for satellites in just a minute. We've got 5 scientists, is it? Yeah, 5. But we're going to generate another for 6. And I don't know how far away the next one is, but maybe Philadelphia will get us one more. Oh, what have we got? Bit of a slow enter. Maybe the AIs are doing something. Okay, radar, bombers. Nice. I'm going to save my gold here. No need to spend it if I don't have to. We'll send hammers to Washington. That's good because we're now stagnating there for 131 production. It's really good. Good. None of these. I mean, it's a shame World Ideology Freedom didn't go through, but I'm not going to dwell on that too much. We now need to go and put our spy in Jerusalem. Just make sure we keep these city-state allies. We don't need to do anything too crazy for this endgame. Just armory. I wonder, would we benefit from... We wouldn't benefit from any more slots. But I'm just wondering if we would benefit here from being able to build a broadcast tower. I'm going to build it because it will make sure we get that social policy through. And then we'll go for B-17s. Oh, I've been an idiot. I'm America. I should not have been doing land promotions on those. Actually, land promotions I guess made fun. I should have waited until we got bombers before I started spamming units. Natural heritage sites. No, we could do with that, but we don't particularly... We're not worried about it. None of this stuff is all that useful. I guess we'll just go... I don't even want to go for international games. We'll just go for something very meaningless. That's perfectly fine. I think we want to bulk through to rocketry now. We've waited long enough. It's 5... Your last turn's 5 science. That looks like it adds up about right. So we'll go for rocketry. And then next turn I guess we'll take Hubble. We'll get to work on that Apollo program. We'll see how fast we can complete the space race. Yeah, we definitely want to hard build Hubble. Theodora's actually going to give me gold for these horses. It's a shame I've only got one more to sell. I'll take the gold here for sure.